Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw. What if? Welcome back to another What If story. Now this is part seven is of What If Deku was a pure-blooded werewolf. So we're going to start this episode off. We're not going to get to UA just yet. I gotta get this out of the way, so for plot reasons. So as we um as we begin our story, as we're at the vampire castle, her little area, as there's a large ceremony. As you see Nezu, Eraserhead, Azawa, All Might, and Mount Lady, and Midnight. As you see all the noble vampires in their own little section. As we have all the alphas from packs all around Japan, and a couple from Alaska. As the ceremony continues, as Izuku, has an announcement before they begin. Hi, as you know, I'm Izuku Light from the Silver Moon Pack. Now, I know some of you might have some agreements about this union between vampire and werewolf, but things have changed. Why we constantly fight each other, dimming down our numbers, the humans that hunt us are just slowly waiting until we weaken state as they swoop in and pick us off. I will not allow that to happen. Therefore, this union will continue as planned. As all the werewolves, bow. As the ceremony begins, as Ezekiel and Lilith do the whole vows, as they place each other a ring. We're gonna, the ceremony goes off as a hitch. No, nothing happens during that. So as we're gonna skip towards, not before the entrance exam, but pretty close. As Izuku, as Kinraid's walking down, walking down to the a district near where the sludge villain second attack happens. She's going to take the place of Bakugo. So as the sludge villain, she wasn't paying attention. As the sludge would come out and grabs her, as all the heroes are like, the villain has a civilian. We don't have the necessary quirks to handle this. As she's sitting at S single. No, Izuku already knows this. As everyone sees a young, a 18-year-old boy jumping from the air, long silver hair or white hair, depends on what it looks like on the thumbnail. All Might had met Izuku for a brief moment at the wedding, but as All Might's, there, he caught the sludge villain the first time, but it got away, so, his time limit's down. It's like, darn it, if only I had a little more time. As, he sees, Izuku, as he's like, huh, let's see how powerful a werewolf actually is. As, Izuku walks over to the sludge villain as he passes all the heroes. You should stay away, civilian. You're going to get killed. As he doesn't pay attention to them. He's like, out of my way. He's like, I don't know what you are or who you think you are. Release my sister or feel my wrath. As he's like, get away, kid, or I'll kill the girl. As Izuku, Kennedy, stop playing possum. As Kennedy, shifts into her wolf form, not her full wolf form, but her ears and tail, as she's swiping at the sludge villain. She's kind of filled barriers that she didn't think about that in the first place. She was just panicking. As she's trying, as Izuku rushes over there, and punches the sludge villain as the sludge goes everywhere. As he picks up, Kennedy, and she's trying to cough up. She's breathing for air. And she's like, "I'm sorry, brother." It's like, as Izuku smiles. Like, "Don't worry, little sis." Even I would have, I don't know what type of villain that is, what type of quirk that is, but it's very interesting. I don't blame you. As all the heroes are trying to squall Izuku. As Izuku, his eyes glow. "Moving my way. I wasn't seriously going to let my little sister be killed by a villain while you sit back and watch. Pathetic. Call yourself heroes. Maybe when I get my hero license, I'll show you what a true hero is." As Sludge Monster, forms back up. As don't like All Might's like, "Don't fear, I'm here." And as he goes in for a smash, as all the press is going over All Might, and he's like, "Young Light, I saw your work. Very impressive. You have the heart of a hero." All that stuff happens in canon. As he's like, "Thanks, All Might. It's nice to see you again." And he's like, "Likewise, how you like married life?" And he's like, "Can't complain. My wife is probably going to throw a fit when she sees this on the news." As she's there already. He's like, "I already saw." As she, rushes over there, and as Izuku puts Kennedy down, as she stands back up, as Lilith goes over to her and checking out Izuku, make sure he's not damaged. He's like, "Thank God you're not damaged. We haven't been even married for a year and you're already, getting into situations." As Izuku's like, "You honestly think I'm gonna let my little sister get killed by a weakling like that?" And she's like, "I know. Come on. I'm taking you home right now." As and she's been overprotective recently, ever since I've been married. So as Kennedy's like, still don't like her, but apparently she still has her little finger wrapped around Izuku. Oh well. "I'm coming, brother." And she's like, Izuku's like, "Come on, sister." Like, "I'm coming." Like, "You two probably should get a room if you're doing that." Izuku's like, "Shut up, sis." It's not like that happens. We're gonna time skip to the entry exam, as Izuku and Kennedy are there. As Kennedy is going to take the place of Mineta, and Izuku got his canon part, and I have a thing where I'm gonna do with Lilith, so she'll be in more parts. So not going to ruin anything. So as they hear the explanation of the zero and zero pointer as Ida, Kennedy is talking to Izuku, as he's like, "You two, shut up. If you don't take this serious, I suggest you leave." As Izuku, not paying attention to Ida, Ida's getting mad, and Kennedy gets up. "I said you sit down, shut up. You have no authority here, boy." Like, you have no authority here. You're a student like us, so I suggest you mind your own business and listen to the explanation. Or before I get upset. As she's in his face. As Izuku's like, "Sister, sit down. Let the peon think what he wants. His opinion doesn't matter." And she's like, "Yes, brother." As everyone's like, all right, enough of that percent, Mike's like, "Let me finish my explanation if you don't mind." As Ida's like, "What about the zero? It looks really bad at reputation, not explaining the full exam." As like, "You kids shut up or I'll kick you out." It's like, we have the 1 pointer, the 2 pointers, 3 pointers, and we got the 0 pointers. That's more of an oxbow. I suggest you stay away from that. As they go to take the written portion of the test. Yeah, I'm mixing this up. I think that's what happened in canon, but I'm not totally sure. Let's continue. As Izuku takes the written portion, as he does it, he's, Izuku's not a stupid kid. He's on all bronze. So he's had to learn normal stuff that a kid should have. He took all his classes online, so because he didn't feel like going into a human school and socializing with human beings. Because at that time he didn't like humans. He's got accustomed to them. So as Kid and they both get top marks. Like with all my widows, can't have a stupid Izuku. So as he doesn't meet Araka. As Araka's like standing in front of the gate, as he's about to walk to the front of the gate, not to talk to her, but to get in first, get into the selection. As Kennedy, they're together because they didn't really actually attend the same school, so that little thing doesn't happen here. As Ida grabs onto Izuku's shoulder, thinking he's going to talk to mess up that girl. I know what you're thinking. You're going to mess up that girl's chances. As Kennedy grabs him by the throat. Don't you ever touch my brother. You don't have the right. You're nothing but a lower class civilian. And she's like, how dare you assault me? I'm come from a hero line of heroes, a family hero line. He talks about his family, and Izuku starts laughing. Really? Pathetic. It doesn't matter who your family line comes from. Clearly, you don't take your brother's example. I suggest you mind your own business before I do something. Was your name Ida Tenia, was it? He was like, yeah, I'm Ida Tenia. I'm like, as he gets in front of his face. You know what I smell from you, Ida? He's like, what? Fear. As his eyes start glowing, as Ida backs off. That's what I thought. Move along, runt. As he tells him, scram. As Edith got scared. As Zawa. Oh no, Zawa, but Nezu and All Might. Oh, seems like Izuku made a friend. As he's like, All Might's like, yeah, that kid's a little uptight. But it seems like the young light has taken care of it. Surprised the kid's still living. I'm surprised the kid's not down on his butt. Figured he would, discipline him. Nezu had a couple more meetings with Izuku, so he's got over. He's mostly got over the whole animal instinct telling him to run. It's like, yeah, first his meeting with me was very disturbing, but the boy's not bad. He's actually kind of nice when you get past that cold exterior of his. Apparently his score is just top notch. So is his sister. Interesting. I wonder what they'll do in the battle portion of the test. As Araka's nervous as Izuku looks down, like over at her. You shouldn't be nervous, girl. You shouldn't be nervous. Whatever quirk you have, you worked hard to get here. So I just, don't worry about the negatives. Just try your best. That's all you can do. And she's like, thank you. As Kenny's like, yeah, brother's right. What's your quirk anyways? And she's like, zero gravity. And she explains it. And Kende smiles. She's like, oh, you got nothing to worry about. With your quirk, you do pretty well. You're definitely shooing for Class 1A with how your quirk works. All you need to work on is, your control over it and the side effects. But enough of me about rambling on. The test is about to begin. As the door opens, the metal, whatever, gate door, as Prison Mike says, ready, 1, 2, 3, and and Kennedy and Izuku blitz as they go in for a couple of one pointers. As he's like, they're cheating. They should be kicked out of the exam. As President Mike, in the real world, there is no time limit. In the real villain attack, go, go, go. I suggest you follow those 2 examples. As Ida's mad. I hate Ida. I've said that several times in my videos, but I just despise that guy. I hate, when it comes to Ida or Bakugo, I hate Ida the most. Bakugo is tolerable, but Ida is such a tool. So enough of me rambling on about my hatred for a non-fictional character. So as Kennedy and Izuku are working as a team, as they're taking down a couple 3-pointers, as 3 of them comes in to attack Kennedy, as Izuku grabs the robot's arm, as Kennedy goes in for a kick, kicking the other one, destroying it as it goes flying into a building, as Izuku crushes the robot hand, grabs the robot's head, slams it into the ground as he stomps on it, destroying it. Kennedy, it's time, to go all out. As Kennedy, goes into her second stage, as everyone sees the wolf ears and tail. Have fun, sis. As Izuku's keeping up with Kennedy because, he's superior. He's an alpha, so he doesn't no need to transform into the stages. As they continue, as there's like several of the robots grouped up together. As Kennedy's like, brother, you should transform as well. I mean, might as well. As she's like, fine, sis. I'll use the second I'll use the second stage, I guess it's called. As they see his ears, as because they think they're brother, because they've heard him call her sister and him call him brother. So so they have the same quirk. As everyone's thinking, as all the other teachers that doesn't know the secret. As they begin to do tag teaming, as Izuku grabs Kennedy, throws her into the group of the 3-pointers, as she slashes them, as they all blow up. As they run up onto the building, as Izuku does a loud roar, he does a wolf shout, basically what that is. As several of several of the 2-pointers and 3-pointers get instantly destroyed by the shockwave. As everyone's confused, does he have some sort of like sound quirk like Professor Mike? Percent Mike, sorry. Don't know why I like to call him Professor Mike for some reason, but whatever. As they're a little bit confused. As Izuku and Kennedy swined off the building in the group of them, as they're using their claws, swiping, destroying robot after robot. As they're mostly focused on the 3-pointers. They don't really care about the 2-pointers or the 1-pointer. So give the other people a chance to get in. As Lilith is watching over the exam. Ah, Lilith, you're here. Of course. I'm just watching my husband do his exam. He's doing quite well, actually. I expect nothing less. He's like, yeah. So how was your So what I was told, you did very well in your recommendation. As it's like, yeah, husband doesn't know it yet. It'll be a little surprise. So, shush. As she does a gesture of her finger on her mouth to keep quiet. And she's like, he's gonna be quite surprised. It's time for the 0-pointer. As everyone is as a 0-pointer not runs up, but activates. As everyone's running away, they're like, he's just like, no way I'm taking that out. That's 0 points. There's no reason to risk my life for that. As you know, not Raka. I'm sorry. Ezekiel and Kennedy hears a girl screaming. As he's like, huh, I recognize that voice, Kennedy. I think it's that zero gravity girl. Oh, I like her. Don't worry, yeah, I'll take care of her, brother. As she rushes over there, grabs the rubble, and picks her up. And she's like, are you alright? And she's like, are you alright? Oh, Raka, was it? She's like, yeah, my ankle sprained. And she's like, you could have used your quirk to, get out of the situation yourself. As, it finally dawned on her that, of course, I have zero gravity. As she face palms like I'm an idiot. As Kennedy's like, don't worry. What about your brother? Is he gonna be alright? Oh, my brother is gonna be just fine. As Ezekiel walks past Ida, it's like, what are you, insane? Shut up, peon. I'm the alpha around here. It's like, I'm the alpha male around here. I suggest you run along with the girls. As Ida took offense to that, but he's like, whatever. It's your funeral. As he walks up to the 0 pointer, as he cracks a smile, he's like, huh, that's one big robot. A lot of, the harder they, the bigger they are, the more destruction it's going to cause. As Ezekiel, goes in head first. As the 0 pointer goes in for try to attack him with his hand. As Ezekiel rips right through his hand, going through all his arm. As he's ripping the 0 pointer bit by bit, as he gets into the 0 pointer and destroying from the inside. As all you see is, 0 pointer stopped, as you see steam coming off it, as sparks heading out. As you see Ezekiel, carrying the power core in his hand, as he jumps out of the 0 pointer's chest, as he holds the power core, sets it down, then kicks it. He freaking punched that thing. As all you see is a loud explosion in the background as the 0 pointer falls down, deactivates. As Kennedy's like, show off, brother. I can't help it. I've always wanted to do that. I saw some mangas a while back ago, something similar. So I thought I should give it a try, see if it actually works, and apparently it does. Noted. All right, sis, I think we're done. As the test ends. As Araka, thanks him for saving her. And Kenny's like, no problem. See you in class. As, Kenny's like, so, brother, do you think we got in? And, Ezekiel laughs. Like, that test? Yeah, I think we got in. We got enough points. And I'm thinking, because you rescued the girl, we should be getting some extra points. As, Kenny's like, well, what do you mean? It's a hero school after all, little sis. Figured they would have some sort of point system for our rescuing, and we might get some points for teamwork. That's what a hero's supposed to do, right? She's like, that does make logical sense. I'm hungry, brother. Let's go, celebrate. As, they go back to the back house. Lilith is waiting for them. And she's like, how was your test? As, she's keeping that a secret, that she's going to be there. And she's like, it's fine, Lilith. As she grabs his hand. All right, let's go inside. We got, we'll celebrate your good job. I have full confidence that you got in. As a couple weeks later happens, as Ezekiel and Kennedy gets a letter, as it's like, hello, I'm here in holographic protection. As there's a picture of All Might. Kennedy and Ezekiel, they have they're playing at the same time. As he explains how well they did in written portion. In the battle portion, you did extremely well. Kind of beat my record a little bit. Light. You and Kennedy got first place. You tied in first together. You got the same amount of points. I'm just saying they got the same amount of points. She got more hero rescue points, but with the villain points, and the cooperation points they got are on the same score. They got exactly the same score. So as you know, that's gonna be interesting for the Forest Festival. But let's continue. As he explains, like the hero points and the rescue points, you actually got the rescue points and the cooperation points. No other student has ever got that. That was never broadcast on the test, but figured you two would figure it out. You wolves are very devious. Yes, he's laughing. He's like, "Welcome to your Hero Academia. Can't wait to see you in Class 1A." As you know, that happened, and we're going to stop it here. Next part, we'll probably do the first day of UA and do the quirk assessment test. Hope you guys have a good night and day, judging by time zones. All right, bye.